Hi, welcome to Fightmaster Yoga. I'm Lesley Fightmaster. Today is day 9 of Hatha Yoga Happiness, our 30-day program to make us feel a little bit happier, just a little bit better. And today our topic is, ready for this one, it's a mouthful, Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Pratipaksha Bhavanam is Sanskrit. It means turning a negative into a positive. So the important thing about happiness is that we are in control of our perception. Many times the seemingly bad leads to the good. So when we can change our perception, instead of making a judgment about whatever is happening, like, oh, that's terrible, instead of making that judgment right away, you can just wait and see. And sometimes you'll be completely surprised about how something you thought was horrible has turned into something wonderful. So practicing turning a negative into a positive, try it. You can make like a little game out of it as well. It's kind of fun. So we're going to do our practice today, and we're going to move through some postures and some hip openings, and make sure that you have 2 blocks and a strap, something to sit on, or a blanket. Put on something comfortable and roll out your mat. Let's get started. Let's find our comfortable seat. This time today, let's cross the other shin in front, just to switch it up a little bit. Close your eyes. And finding the grounding through the sitting bones. And if you're not finding it, remember, you can always take one or both hands and put it on the floor to help feel that connection to the earth, to the floor, so you feel connected and grounded. Come into your Ujjayi breathing. And as we're coming into our breath, take a moment also to come into your body, being present and scanning to see if there are any areas of the body that might need some special attention today. We did a lot of twisting yesterday. We could be a little bit sore from that, so just notice. We're not going to judge anything, we're just taking stock. And we're keeping Pratipaksha Bhavanam, turning a negative into a positive, looking at something in the opposite way. Let's bring our hands together for our intention, and I invite you to create your own intention today, anything you like. Let's release the hands and let your eyes softly blink open. And we're going to start here on our backs. So I'm going to move my pillow over and onto the back. Drawing the right knee in toward the chest, extending the left leg out. Circle the right ankle in one direction. And the other way. Now hold on to the right shin with your right hand and just make a big circle with the leg in one direction. And pause and go the other way. And now bend your left knee, putting the left foot on the floor. Bring the right ankle just past the left knee, flex that ankle, and then hold on behind your left leg and the thigh, or you can hold on to the left shin. Draw your right hip forward as you draw the legs in toward the chest, so you get a good stretch in the hip. And breathe into that right hip. Try to release any tension around the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, or any place else you hold tension. And then let's release that. And draw the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg out. Start to circle the left ankle in one direction. And go the other way. Now holding the left shin with the left hand, just make some circles. Big circles to lubricate the hip. And then pause, go the other direction. Good, and then come to center. Now bend your right knee, put the right foot onto the floor. Take your left ankle just past the right knee, flex that ankle, and then bring your hands through, hold on behind the right leg or to the shin. Now draw this left hip forward so your hips are level, and breathe here as you're drawing the legs in toward the chest. This left hip comes forward. Nice long breaths. And releasing any tension you might be holding anywhere in the body. And then slowly we'll release that. And roll off to your right side with your left hand, press up onto table. So start with the wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. But then walk your hands forward about a handprint like you would for down dog. But before we do that, we're gonna do some hip circles. So shift the hips to the right. Now bring them all the way back toward the right heel. Move over toward the left heel, and then bring the hips forward toward your left wrist, and then over toward your right wrist, and again. So you can make this circle big or small. If there's anywhere you want to kind of stay and just stretch a moment, do that. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Keep the breath nice and long. 1 more. And then pause where you are and then start to go the other way. Make big circles or small circles or medium circles. You can stretch out the back if you want to stay in a place and stretch. That's always feels good. Okay, let's do 1 more circle in this direction. And then bring yourself into child's pose, keeping the arms extended in front. Move up a little. Let your head rest on the floor if it reaches. And begin to spread out the fingers, pressing down into the base of the fingers. Lift the forearms up slightly. And then we'll come up onto the knees and tuck the toes and downward dog. And we'll just start to bicycle the legs here. Arms are shoulders distance, feet are hips distance apart. Incidentally, I think I mentioned this last week, but if you have issues with the wrists, you can always turn your fingertips out to the sides of the mat, or if it's real bad, you can always come onto your forearms instead of having your hands onto the mat. Just some little variations so that you get to practice. I know some friends with wrist problems and it's not fun. Let's take a couple breaths, just stretching back as you settle in. And then take a long inhale. Exhale it all out, bend the knees and step or walk your feet to your hands. Then inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. Let's press down through the feet, inhale to reach up, and exhale for Samastitihi. Yeah, so we'll warm up with Surya Namaskar A. Finding Tadasana at the front of the mat, pull in the belly, press evenly through the feet, spin the inner thighs back, lift the chest. Remember, we talked last week about the importance of our proper spine length and our proper posture. So if we're rolling forward or anything like that, we're not going to feel as good as we do as if we keep the chest lifted. All right, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to plank and lower. Let's lower all the way to the floor for this one, and you can take your knees down first if you like. Inhale, little cobra, peel the chest up, hands are by the low ribs. And then exhale back to down dog. And just stretch back here. Just a few breaths. So try to turn the outer upper arms, the triceps, spin them back. Inner arms, biceps forward as you press extra weight into the thumb and first finger side of your hands. And continually press into the base of the fingers as your forearms lift away so you have less pressure in your wrists. Say one more breath in. Exhale it out. Bend the knees, hips high, step or hop your feet up. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet, inhaling up. And exhale the hands down. Do the same thing. Inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, fold, hinging from the hips. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, we'll make our way to chaturanga, so you can step to plank and lower or hop right into chaturanga. Shoulders no lower than the elbows, inhaling up. Exhale back. And stretching out here, firming the legs, the inner thighs will spin back. The heels are lined up right behind the middle toes so that I can't really see my outer heels or my inner heels. They're kind of disappearing. And then I know the outer edges of my feet are parallel. And make sure you're spreading the fingers and you're really pressing down into the base of the fingers. So you want your palm to be nice and flat. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale it all out. Bend the knees, look up, step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then pressing through the feet, inhale, reach up. And exhale, Samastitihi. Let's do a little balancing posture. I was realizing that we haven't really done much of that yet. So let's start with tree pose. It's kind of the staple yoga pose. So grounding through the left leg. Pick up your right foot. Take your foot anywhere below your knee or above your knee. Anywhere but on the knee joint. So either below it or above it. Once the foot comes up, try and pin your left hip in towards center as your right hip drops down toward the floor. Find a spot to focus on in front of you or on the floor. One steady spot, nothing that can move. Add the arms when you're ready. Palms will face each other. Now, if you come out of it, that's fine. Just come right back in. And it helps to keep that steady gazing point. Also helps to pin the left hip in, drop the right hip down. Press your foot into the leg and press the leg back into the foot. And always remember, some days are just better than others when it comes to balance. So never take it personally. Let's take one more breath. And release the arms. And release the leg. Grounding down through the right foot. We'll pick up the left foot, take it anywhere above or below your knee. So down here, you can even keep the ball of the foot resting on the floor, or if your balance is pretty off, you can always move yourself over to the wall and put a hand on the wall or lean up against the wall. So I'm going to put my foot above the knee. Now draw the right hip in towards center as the left hip drops down. And then whenever you're ready, add your arms. Let the shoulder blades relax. Keep your steady gaze. And then again, keep drawing your foot into the leg back into the foot. And if you lose your balance and come out of it, no judgment, just come back in. I do it all the time. If you watch my videos regularly, you've seen me fall out of poses. You just come back to it. That's life. It's not perfect. We do the best we can. Take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll slowly release the arms and release the leg. Back to Samastitihi. All right, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or float back, moving through Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, back to down dog. This time on the inhale, lift the right leg back and up from the inner thigh so your hips are level. Then exhale, draw the leg in toward the belly, shoulders over wrists. Take a breath in. Exhale, lightly step it up right in the middle of the hands. Spin your back heel flat, lining up heel to arch. Inhale, warrior 2. Good. Exhale here. So we're going to press down into the front heel and through the outer edge of the back foot. Make sure when you look, your knee is right over your middle toes. Drop your front hip under, lift your back inner thigh up. Okay, breathing here. Sink in. Now, if you need to come in and out, because we're going to hold this for a little bit, if you need to straighten the leg at any time, then come back in, that's fine. Otherwise, keep the knee bent. Lift the chest, and then remember Pratipaksha Bhavanam. If your mind starts telling you things like, oh my gosh, I can't make it, I can't do it, I can't do it, change that to a positive. I am strong, I can do this. Lift the chest, shoulder blades relax. Just a couple more breaths. Good, so we're going to keep the front knee bent. Reverse, exhale, bend your front knee a little more. Inhale, come up, lean forward, exhale, right forearm to right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over for side angle. So you can keep forearm to thigh, or you can take your hand down to the little toe side of the foot on a block or the floor. And your pinky finger's facing down, the thumb's facing up. Press this leg into the arm. If you've got your hand down to the floor or a block, just gently press. And now start to open up the chest toward the ceiling. And breathe here. Again, notice if you're having any negative thoughts, change those to positive ones. Relax the shoulders. Just a few more breaths. You can do this. So we're going to press firmly into the front heel. Inhale, warrior 2. Whoop. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Make your way into down dog any way you like. Through vinyasa or right into down dog. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left leg. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, draw the leg in toward the belly, shoulders over wrists. Take an inhale. Exhale, step it up. Spin the back heel down. And inhale to warrior 2. So finding your posture, this front hip's drawing down, you're lined up front heel and back arch. Make sure the back thigh is pressing back and the inner thigh lifts. So I don't want to try to get my hips to be square. I want to lift this back inner thigh so that my knee can move right over the middle toes. It still opens the hips. It's much better for the back and the knee. All right, breathing here. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. Sink in a little lower if you can. See if you can find ease and comfort along with all the strength and steadiness. Help with a steady gaze that helps to quiet the mind. And if those negative thoughts are popping up, change them to positive. I am strong. I can totally do this. Just a couple more breaths, you've got it. All right, keep the front knee bent. Drop the right arm, reverse. Exhale, bend the left knee a little. Nice side stretch. Inhale, come up, lean forward, left forearm to left thigh. Reach your right arm up and over, or you can take the left hand down to the floor or a block. And pinky finger faces down, thumb up. Try and open up the chest toward the ceiling. Press to the outer edge of the back foot and breathe. Relax the shoulders and jaw. You've got this. Keep the belly pulling in, back inner thighs lifting. And breathe. Just a few more breaths. One more. Now press firmly into your front heel. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Go right into down dog or exhale to plank and lower. Inhaling up. Exhale back. Breathing here. If you want to break, you can always take the knees down, take a little rest. So we're going to stay in down dog for a few breaths. And then we're going to do the same thing again, but this time we're not going to hold it. We're going to do moving with breath. So we won't be holding the postures long, but we'll move more fluidly. All right, you ready? Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee toward belly. Inhale. Exhale, step it up. Back foot flat. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, sink in. Knee is over ankle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale up, lean forward. Exhale, side angle, forearm down or hand to the floor or block. And inhale back to warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down to downward facing dog any way you like. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, thigh to belly. Shoulders over wrists, inhale. Exhale, step it up. Back foot flat, heel to arch. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lean forward for side angle. And then inhale back to warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Vinyasa or down dog. Inhaling up. Exhale back. Good. Again, right leg up, inhale. Exhale, shoulders over wrists. Hold the leg. Inhale. Exhale, step it up. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Inhale, come up, lean forward, side angle, exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, chaturanga or right to down dog. Inhale up, exhale back. Left leg inhale. Exhale, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, exhale, step it up. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Parsvakonasana. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, arms down, Vinyasa or down dog. Every movement has a breath. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee in. Inhale. Exhale, step it up. Back foot flat. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, side angle. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to down dog any way you like. Inhaling up. Exhale back. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, bring the knee in, shoulders over wrists, inhale. Exhale, step it up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to down dog through vinyasa or right into it. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee toward nose, and then we'll set it down for pigeon. You thought I was going to do it again, huh? So pigeon pose. We want the hips to be level. If you need to level off the hips by sitting on a block, do that. If you find pain in this knee, instead of pigeon, thread the needle like we did earlier. There shouldn't be any pain in the knee, okay? Pull the chest forward, make sure the toes are straight back behind you, inhale. You can stay here, or exhale to the forearms or all the way down. And breathe. Try to level out your breath. Keeping the inhales and the exhales equal. Relaxing any tension in the jaw, the neck and shoulders. Just letting yourself melt down. And your next inhale, walk yourself onto your forearms and take your left forearm parallel with the front of the mat. And inhale, right arm up, or option to bend the back knee and reach for the foot. So you're drawing the foot in a little bit to get a stretch in the quad. 3, and the hip. Stretch in the hip, 2, 2, and release it. Tuck the toes under, lift your right leg back and up, stretch it out, and then set it down for the left side. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, draw the thigh in toward the belly and then set it down for pigeon. So again, if you're rolling onto your hip, put a brick under there or put a pillow or a blanket folded up. If this hurts your knee, you're going to come onto your back instead and thread the needle. Okay? We don't want any knee pain. If you're in a pose and you're saying, whoa, what a good knee stretch, come out of it. We don't stretch the knee. Pull the chest forward, inhale. You can stay right here or exhale to the forearms or all the way down and breathe. And just notice if you are having any thoughts. Just notice what kind of thoughts they are. If they happen to be negative, turn them into a positive. Instead of, oh, my hip is uncomfortable, you could turn that into, oh, my hip is getting a wonderful stretch. Releasing any tension. Just allow every exhale to let you just melt in a little bit deeper. And then as you take your next inhale, let's come onto the forearms. And reach the left arm up and twist, or you could also bend the back knee, reaching for the foot, drawing it in any amount to get a stretch on the front of the quad. It's kind of intense, so be careful with it. 3 breaths, relax the shoulders, open the chest. 2, and release it. Tuck your toes under, lifting the left leg back and up, stretch it out. And then setting it down, look forward. We're gonna come through to sit and all the way onto our backs. Let's grab a block if you have it. Coming into a supported bridge, or if you don't have a block, you can take a regular bridge. And just a little back bend before we rest. The beginning of the class was a little intense, so we'll counter that with a little less intenseness. And then if you're in bridge or supported bridge, come on down and hug your knees in. Rock a little side to side. And then keep your right knee hugging in, extend the left leg out, take an inhale. As you exhale, twist, looking over the right shoulder, turning the belly up toward the ceiling. And then bring it back to center. Hug the left knee in, extend the right leg out. Take an inhale. And exhale, twist, take it off to the right. And looking over the left shoulder, try and turn the belly up toward the ceiling as you breathe here. Long, smooth breaths. And then let's take it back to center. And lengthen your buns toward your heels, shoulder blades toward the waist. Make your way into your final resting pose. Get comfy, cover up with a blanket if you want to. Cover your eyes up with an eye pillow if you have one. Once you get into your final resting position, just allow your body to sink in and melt. Quiet mind and quiet body, Shavasana. And let your next breath be a little bit longer. And start to make movements in your fingers and your toes. On your hands and your feet, stretch out through the arms and legs. And bend the knees, rolling to the right. And then as you're ready, with your left hand, press yourself up. And for our quote today comes from, actually it's an unknown author today, but I like it. Our reaction to a situation literally has the power to change the situation itself. Our reaction to a situation literally has the power to change the situation itself. Pratipaksha bhavanam, changing a negative into a positive. Our perception is our reality, and we really have a lot of control over our perception. Let's bring the hands together. Hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communications. Let's send out positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. So glad that you joined me today. Don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, and if you haven't been to fightmasteryoga.com, definitely check it out. We've got some stuff over there. We've got a mailing list we would love for you to join. If you can afford to support Fightmaster Yoga, there is a link below for donations. There's also a button on the homepage at fightmasteryoga.com. We also have an Amazon link, like a little banner on Amazon, and if you shop on Amazon, you click from fightmasteryoga.com, you click the Amazon button, it takes you to Amazon, you do your shopping. It doesn't cost you anything more, but it does help to support Fightmaster Yoga, so that's another way that you can support us. And most importantly, have a fantastic, wonderful, amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.